Hello and welcome to Bear Talks. My name is Flexy.
My name's Tajarne.
And we're joined today by Damola Davis.
Hey.
Come on, man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for your time.
Now, Nigerian-born, UK-based artist. We're here today just to talk about your journey, just talk about the music and anything else that you're interested in. But first things first, Mataguana. Tell us about Mataguana.
Man, that's a story for the god. Like literally, to be honest, like it all started when I was in Nigeria. Like I was born here, but I spent a lot of my time in Nigeria. Like I spent over 7 years in Nigeria, and it just came to me in a dream. I kid you not, like literally. And I was a big fan of Sean Paul at that time.
Okay, Sean the
Paul. So literally, it means nothing. So what I did was that I went. So when I came to the UK, everyone was asking me, "What does Mataguana mean?" So I went to like individually, like, okay, what does Mata mean? What does Guana mean? And it was like I just coined the term, the successful microphone killer. Yeah. Literally, like it means nothing, but yeah, it's what I call it, like my alter ego, like my stage name. But yeah, it's Mataguana is always a part of me. Yeah, it's good that you remember that though.
You haven't changed it completely. That's still there.
Mataguana is still there. It's still I would say it's a nickname.
Like Slim Shady.
Yeah. There was a time when I was actually, my stage name went from, my stage name has changed over the time from disuss, Mataguana, then to the now Damola Davis. Like
Yeah.
Actually, quite interesting. You say it like that. So does that mean, would you ever do projects with an alter ego, like say Mataguana is this style of music, Damola Davis is this style of music, you know?
To be honest, I won't cancel that out, but I think my fans understand, like a lot of the fans that have been with me from the beginning of time understand that Mataguana is a part of Damola Davis.
Yeah.
So whether I call myself Damola Davis, these skills, whatever I call myself, it's the music that translates, and that's what kind of people feel on, really. So yeah, I wouldn't cancel it out, to be honest. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go straight into it. So what's dating like?
Dating.
Do you have time for it? Are you seeing anyone?
I'm actually unavailable. I'm unavailable. Like,
Ladies,
I hear it. It's about the grind, isn't it?
Taking still.
Oh, taken by the money.
I'm taking. Like, sure, I got a woman.
Okay.
I got a woman, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but you know, as an artist, like you always get that attention.
Most definitely.
It's given, and you just have to be with someone that sort of understands that part of you.
Yeah.
See, there's gonna be like clashes here and there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it comes with the territory, and having that person that understands.
Yeah.
That's what any artist or any creative can literally wish for.
Yeah.
And that's what I would say that's what I have. I'm thankful.
how does she contribute towards helping your career?
In so many ways.
Wow.
Like down to like because obviously as a woman, you know, you have like your ideas on how like style and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say she contributes a lot, like to my style, to like a lot of I get advice from her and stuff.
Did she pick out what you're wearing today? Because you look.
Oh my.
Yeah, you look
You're
good.
dripping in
You look
sauce.
good.
I would like to. Like, I've got a stylist, Amelie. Like, so big shout out to him. He styled a lot of my videos, like Don Dada, like a lot of Bese, like a lot of my music videos. But I think over the recent times, because of how I'm sort of evolving, you know, it's not just a one-man job. Like, I think that's where she's also coming to help in terms of like styling, understanding what, you know, because I would say I'm a ladies' man at the end of the day. So having that understanding of what better way to understand what the ladies want than the lady. So
definitely.
So yeah, that's literally
No, that's
nice. Good. Well, I'm happy for you. It's always good to have someone there that you know you can lean on and has your back 100%.
How did she feel about your hair? I mean, why did you change it?
Hello, we're twinning.
Yeah, I know, I missed out. They didn't tell me.
So, to be honest, I'm actually a very, very, like, I get bored easily. And a lot of people have seen me from when I had my Mohicans back in the day. So if you go to Peckham, you'll see like you will see like my hair is literally like on like the posters. Like I used to have like this Mohican, like it's like a snake. So everyone was like, oh yeah, I want that. So from there, I've literally evolved in terms of like how I look and down to the dreads, and I felt like I just get bored easily. I just look at myself and say, what does Damola Davis actually mean? What do I mean? What do I want to portray to the outer world? And I think for me, this is just that new face. It doesn't mean that this is gonna be permanent. But it just means that this is the face. This is what I want to give you guys. This is what I want to give the audience. And I just hope they enjoy that.
Yeah, you look good. You know
so
what I mean?
What does Damola Davis mean now? What does it mean to you right now, today?
Damola Davis. Damola Davis, down to how I sound now, like the songs that you've probably heard, like that's out there now, it's Damola Davis has evolved past that. Like, then I've, like, for example, I'm not gonna, let me just say, I've got a new song dropping, like, very soon, like, and that song sort of depicts where I'm heading in terms of how I feel. Because I'm, like, as I said, I get bored easily. And I don't want to be put in a box. I think that's a very key message as an artist, not to be conformed to society and not to be in a box. Like, oh yeah, they say, oh yeah, this person, this is the only sound that they do. Like, try to break through those stereotypes as an artist. Experiment with sounds, and that's where I would say I am in the face of my musical journey. I'm experimenting with sounds. I feel like I've found that sound now with my next project that's coming, and which is gonna eventually lead into an EP dropping early next year. So the future is bright.
It's very bright though.
So I'm loving the work that you've been doing.
Yes,
we're
definitely.
talking about your sound, and I've noticed a difference. But let's just say from your first track, 2018, Wonder Woman.
Oh my God.
So as an artist as well, I understand how hard it is to just get a project out there and get it going. Why 2018? What made you feel like, you know what, now's the time? Did you have stuff you were sitting on before, or were you inspired? How did that come about?
To be fair, I didn't actually start making music 2018. I actually started making music 2009.
Wow.
I was in a group called X Element. Then I went into a group when I was in college. I went to Lambeth College, by the way. So I was in a group called Tubada. So me and my big shout out to Mo, who's one of my closest friends, and we sort of started music in the UK together. Like at that point, my first Afrobeat song was more of an experiment because I was like into raps. I was doing like covers on, like, Chipmunk, Champion, all that stuff. That I was actually into rap. So from 2018 was when I went solo. Actually, when we decided to like
part ways.
And Wonder Woman it just came natural. And I remember at that time, it was literally a freestyle. I had it was like, oh Wonder,
really?
Woman, literally, and that was the start of something great. I would say. And even at that time when I dropped Wonder Woman, like a year later, I don't know. I don't want to sound controversial. I'm not trying to push any buttons. Like literally, like a big artist literally did another song called Wonder Woman, which I remember at that time. Damola
Who's the artist? Who's
the artist? Damola was literally like, this guy, he be like say he copy or something. But I don't like trouble.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, music plenty for God.
Exactly.
You inspired someone else.
Literally.
Me say that they see me, they stay there watching. So literally, like, I think that was the start, and that kind of gave me that push to be like, oh more.
You inspire people.
For these artists to actually decide to still the sound and try to do. It means I'm doing something right.
Yeah, exactly.
I decided to go crazy on it. So yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, from paper to production to release, how long was that? Because that's your first project.
To be honest, I sat on that for a while. At that time, literally, I used to work at. I was working. This is deep. I used to work at Sainsbury's at that time.
Pick up Sainsbury's.
Big up Sainsbury's. I used to work, so literally in the morning, I'm literally going, I'm sitting, literally for months. So then till when, and funny enough, I had the beat sitting there, but I think at that time I was music was just a hobby at that time. It was more of like, so I was very lazy in terms of going to the studio and stuff like that. I would go when I feel like it. So eventually, like, I think one of my friends heard it. I was like, bro, this is sick. You need to go to the studio now. So they actually paid for my studio time. So big up.
Who's your friend?
You know,
Can you give him a shout out?
Okay. Big up Mo for that.
Big you up, bro. Big you up now. Well done.
Yeah, so he paid for the studio. So I was like, bro, you need to record this. Like, this is sick. And literally, I recorded it. It was fire. And even at the time when I recorded it, I actually didn't believe in the sound. I was like, well, this is a bit cheesy. It's not. It's even though it's like a freestyle, it's not in my comfort zone. Yeah, because I come from like I said, I used to like do hip hop and stuff like that. So it's just musically, I just enjoy. I have so many influences, and that's literally how I created Wonder Woman. So yeah, so I would say, you know, if it wasn't for him who pushed me to record that song, I probably wouldn't record that song today.
You know what? I totally agree with you. I believe as an artist, you do need people around you, the right ones around you to keep you going, because there can be days where you just can't be asked to do nothing.
Exactly.
That can turn into weeks, that can turn into months, but you've got people there for you, willing to pay for studio time for you to excel. So besides your missus now who helps you with your style and everything, do you still have people around you that help you with your journey?
100%. You know, I've got my manager LM. Big up to him. He was meant to be here today, but unfortunately he couldn't be. But yeah, LM. I've got my manager LM. I've got like my creative director, one of my creative directors. I've got Goodness, who like helps. He's a part of my band. It's part of my music, like stuff like that. So I do have like a team that I work with at the moment. Even though it's small, but you know, these are people that believe in that craft and believe in elevating that sound with me. So yeah, it's always good as an artist to have, you know, people that like-minded around you.
Are they friends, like day one friends, or are they new friends, or are they just good at their jobs? So
some have been day one, some have been people that came along the way. Like, they've seen the, I would say they've seen the vision, and
they're like, I'm jumping on this bandwagon.
I love that. I would say
I'm getting this train.
I love what I see. I definitely want to, you know, build around this.
No, that's good. So after Wonder Woman 2018, it took you 2 years to make an EP, 2020. With that, you had 8 tracks on there. I mean, talk us through that process from going from one track to being like, okay, I'm ready to give the world something. So
basically what happened was that in 2018, that was Wonder Woman was the only, I would say, the only song I dropped that year. So I went from dropping a song a year, like 2019, I dropped Cabo, which featured Damola Davis. But that was also the only song I dropped that year. So I think 2020, early 2020, that was when I was like, no, I need to do a video for this song. Like, I think it was my manager that told me that, bro, they don't, like, come on, guy, you need to take this thing serious. And at that time, I was still taking it as a hobby. So, but as soon as we dropped the video, and lockdown literally came on, I dropped a song called Vacationship, which fortunately was on IG Live with Anthony Kilhofer, who is a producer, one of them, a Grammy Award winning producer for Kanye West. He heard the song, he was like, this is
nice.
Damola Davis, oh my God, this is dope. And that literally gave me goosebumps. I was like, no way.
You deserve it, bro.
Yeah.
I need to drop content, but I think I wouldn't be doing justice without giving credit to actually who even pushed me to creating that sound. So big up Adeshope, Olaje, Shopsy, Afrobeat, CNN. Literally, my manager, because my manager is quite close with him. We had, I literally went to his house, you know, and we had a meeting, and he was like, Damola, you're dropping one song a year, bro. If you, as an artist, you failed if you're dropping that. So he literally like gave me that zeal, like, no, you can't just sleep on your laurels. Like, if you actually want to make it in this music game, you need to actually put yourself out there, and that's literally what gave me that drive to create Vacation Ship, and I was like, you know what? After this, I'm not gonna rest. I need to drop an EP, and that's where that EP actually came. I recorded that EP in literally 3 to 4 weeks. I recorded that EP and it dropped literally that same year.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, so I think that's one of my fastest created EP. Yeah.
More
Nice.
to come.
Yeah. Flavors.
Yeah. That's it. Because what's like the Gorilla, the True Gorilla?
Yeah, the True Godzilla came.
Godzilla.
A year after that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have? Well, you got an abundance of shit.
Yeah, you
well
do.
done, by the way, because it's not easy. I already know. It's like that. Well done. But do you have like a favorite project that you've worked on? It doesn't have to be your favorite song, but in terms of coming up with an idea and creating it, do you have a track that stands out to be like, yo, we did this because of this?
Yeah, I would say Basic.
That's my favorite tune.
Yeah, that tune is lit.
Yeah.
I was calling it GBs until I met you.
And the reason why I would say Basic is because Basic was a freestyle. And a lot of people that don't know LM, who's my manager at the moment, he was actually a producer. And it was a freestyle that he basically produced the beat. And he was like, I went to his house one day and he was like, Damola, drop on this, like freestyle on this. And what was literally coming out of his head was like, it was just a melody. I was like, then literally the only line we had at that time was literally that was the only line we had. So we just built another line. It was literally a freestyle. I was just laying it, and it was literally the most.
That's magic.
It was literally the most.
It made itself.
The most exciting project I've actually ever made. And even though, funny enough, it was meant to be on the Flavors EP, but my manager was like, "No,
Single.
we need this song on its own. It's gonna get swallowed. It's gonna get swallowed by these other great songs." Like,
I had that on
this needs
repeat,
to be
bro.
dropped. Literally, I created this song in 2019, and the song dropped in 2022.
Wow.
So it's crazy. Like, we sat on this project for years, and he was like, "Bro, it's time." And for me, that was one of my most successful projects in terms of like feedback from fans. Not forget streams. Like in terms of like the radio like recognition. That was the first time I was ever, played on BBC One Extra, Capital Extra. Literally,
what was that like when you heard your voice on the radio?
Kiss Fresh, like it was amazing. Literally, that was the first time that I got that reception from, and even from all over the globe. Like Germany showed me so much love. Like Colombia, like a lot of these countries, and even till date, literally, that's one of my most special songs that I actually hold dear to my heart.
Wow, well done.
You know what? Well done. Very well done. You know what? Today we actually went round Brixton, and we went asking people about what they thought about your music.
Wow.
Would you like to hear one?
Definitely.
Yo, my people, it's AB again. I'm here with
Nino, Mirabelle.
Okay, cool. Do you guys listen to Afrobeats?
Yeah, sometimes.
Who's your favorite artist?
Davido. I don't really have.
It's alright. Who's your favorite artist?
I have quite a few, to be
Can you name
honest.
a couple?
I like Wizkid,
Yeah.
Burna Boy,
Yeah.
Tiwa Savage. Yeah.
Okay, cool. The artist that's paid for you, Damola Davis. What do you think of his music?
Of who?
Damola Davis, the person that's paid for you.
Yeah, I think it's good.
What do you think is good about it?
Yeah, the beats and all of that.
Okay, cool.
He gives off like Wizkid vibes. I like the vibe of the music.
If you
Yeah.
could listen to his music.
Can you play the other one as well? Wizkid vibes.
Yes, that you, yeah?
Hey guys, it's AB and Dakar. We're back with another video. Who am I here, please?
At the JK.
Do you listen to Afrobeat?
Yes, I do.
What artist do you listen to?
Burna Boy, Wizkid, like that.
Have you ever listened to any UK artists, Afrobeats?
Yeah, I have
Okay, who?
Damola Davis.
Rah. Damola Davis, you know. What's your favourite song from him?
Never Let You Go.
Never Let You Go. That's a banger. That's a banger. What, do you want to sing a little line for us?
Sure. I will never let you go. If I do, I got mental.
How does it feel? Like, so we've just gone up to a random person on the street, asked them, who do you like in the UK? And they've sang your song.
That is huge. You know what, yeah? Like, no matter how big you are as an artist, like, even Davido or Whiskey, no matter how big you are, like, the feedback from your fans, from the audience, literally, is literally priceless. And for me, literally, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to hear people, you know, they love the song and they love, like, the work that goes into that, and that for me is priceless. I'll definitely take that.
And the fact that they know the lyrics,
literally,
well, something that you've made.
That is huge.
Hi,
Zaimi.
Jamal.
What do you lot think of Afrobeats? Do you like it?
Can't lie, the Afrobeats, it was melodic, the snare was hitting, and his vocals was on point as well. So it was a good song.
What do you think?
I thought it was pretty good. It's something that you can definitely like vibe and dance to.
Yeah, I thought it was good as well. It's something you can dance to.
You don't have like a favorite?
The second one was my favorite because I was lacking the snare on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second one you showed me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Don Dada. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to say?
I hope he keeps making music because he's on the right track. He's doing good.
Yeah, continue making music, and I might actually just start listening to Afrobeats now.
That's it.
I need to print that and literally put it on the wall.
No, we'll get that for you. We'll get that for you.
Yeah, we'll get that for you.
You've inspired someone to move over.
I need more of this.
No, you are inspiring
Literally,
people. You are
literally
inspiring people. So, like, well done.
Yeah.
Like,
Appreciate it.
how does it feel?
It feels amazing. Literally, like the words can't express. Like when you have, fans that literally, or even strangers that have never heard the sound before, that literally gravitate towards that. That is huge.
Yeah.
That's just the power of music. Yeah.
Well, I have to say, my favorite tracks are Besse.
Yeah,
right?
same. Besse
And
is my
also
favorite.
Melody. Like, honestly, I've had them on repeat. I've noticed a lot of your music is made for, you can't sit still.
No.
Like, it's made for you to at least bop your head. There's something about the drums, the drum pattern, that from back home that we recognize so well. Why is it that keeps, why do you want to use this? Why didn't you stick to hip hop? Why is it this?
It's just how I grew up, I would say. Like a lot of my sound is just happy music, and it pitches a message of love, I would say.
Nice.
So I was actually blessed to actually see you perform live at the O2 Arena as well. Like,
Chocolate Show, big up Protimo.
it was sick, honestly. Yeah, Chocolate Show was so sick.
Yeah.
But honestly, watching you on stage, you're a natural performer, bro. You're a natural performer. What do you prefer, being on stage or recording in the studio?
I would say being on stage, because recording in the studio, that's me in my, I would say that's me in my own zone.
Okay, yeah.
So I could literally be wearing pajamas and recording and just being like, but once I'm on stage, I'm literally like a beast. Because a lot of people that see me, they say, "Oh wow, Damola Davis, you're so laid back." But when you come on stage, it's a totally different. Because I love performing. Has even translated in terms of my own headline shows, and I've got one coming soon as well.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So literally, for me, I enjoy performing. I'm a performer. I enjoy performing with my band, and that live feeling of live music is. And we grew up around that high life.
You
vibe.
can't deny live music.
You're drinking palm wine. You're just
See, live music is literally for me is the key to inspiration.
Literally.
What shows have you got coming up then?
So at the moment I've got a headline right now. Not really any shows, but I've got a headline show that I'm planning for next year. Because I'm doing this yearly. I've been for the last 2 years. I've actually done it as a yearly thing. The first one was in Smade Lounge in 2021. We did the sold out show at Smade Lounge.
Jeez, sold out. Did you hear that?
Sold out.
So this year's one was off the cuff. We sold that out as well. So next one, hopefully, the venue is not yet confirmed, but May 2024, we've got the date secured. Yeah, literally. And so next year we go again.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks so much, man.
So you've actually got a track coming out with LAX.
Yeah, no, actually that track with LAX is already out.
It's already out.
Yeah, it's already out.
Okay.
Yeah,
How did you meet? How did that come about?
So I want to say massive shout out to my stylist.
Is this your girl or your actual stylist?
So my stylist. So he's because I've never met LAX like before, you know him. He's close friends with LAX, and at that time I wanted to really work with LAX. LAX is a very, very talented artist. You know, he's worked with the likes of Wizkid and that, and I've always wanted to work with him. And luckily for me, I had Source who was like, oh, funny enough, I was actually sleeping. This was I would say 2021 November. I got a call. Guy, Alpha, LAX is here. Do you want to speak with him? Yes. Literally, I was literally, what? The lady was like, yeah, how you doing, bro? Yeah, I've heard your stuff. Yeah, it's good. So I just shot my shot straight away. Bro, we need to walk. And he was like, okay, don't worry. Before you know it, like literally that same day, LAX sent me a beat because LAX, he's very specific how he works. He, you know, you might send him a beat, but he doesn't like it. So he wants to work with his own producer, QB. Big shout out to QB, Q's Monster. So he sent a beat, and I was like, raw, this beat. And I'm funny enough, he had already, with way LX works, he also likes to bring his ideas on board as well. So he had already like done a little freestyle on that beat.
Sick.
So I was like, oh, this
is
really nice.
Chris Brown's like that.
Yeah. So literally, and we connected straight away. Literally, that same week was when that song was recorded. I heard it, let's say for example, I heard the beat on a Monday, we recorded the beat on a Friday. We recorded the song on a Friday, and it was ready to go the next week. So yes, and then the song dropped the following year, 2022, in April. So I would say that's one of my, LX is a very, very easygoing guy, and I was very fortunate to work with him. And I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
Before we move on, I wanted to actually talk about lastly, you have a track called, is it Raining Queen? Raining Queen. To me, it's like, out of all of the tracks that you have, they're all like Afro beats, but this Raining Queen one seems like it's from back in the day. See, it's definitely one that you can bang at a barbecue, use original African sounds. Why is that so different to everything that you do?
Raining Queen was because I think Raining Queen is one of those songs that was infused with, I would say, like reggae sort of vibes. And that's I did that song with Mo, you know, my former duo member in Tubala. So that song, we've actually sat on that song from 2014. That song was recorded in 2014. And I really
sitting on songs.
Sitting on songs, man.
That song has been there. Oh yeah, it's been there for a long time. And then in 2022. Valentine, we actually said, you know, let's drop the song. Let's just give it to them, and it did its numbers, to be honest. And that's a song that for me, it's a very special song because I don't want to be like Taylor Swift, but I actually wrote that song for the person I was dating at that time. Okay. So that's how that song came about. Really.
That's art. Yeah. That's actually art. You've written about an experience. That's why it bleeds through that.
Exactly. Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from now?
Let me give you my bedroom answer.
Okay.
Answer that I would tell myself when I'm in the mirror. I'll be like, oh, I want to be bigger than Davido.
Yeah.
I want to be bigger than Wizkid.
Yeah.
I want to be bigger than Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, that's literally how
those
I
are
see
affirmations.
Like jokes aside, they've basically like set that pace.
Yeah.
And now it's time for us rising artists to actually take what they've done, take it further. Yeah. And that's the goal. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have a specific place that you want to play?
So at the moment, you know, I've played at, you know, in terms of I've played at the O2, I played at Lafayette, but that's just like supporting artists. Like I wanna be headlining O2 Arena.
Amen. And you get it. You get it.
I wanna be doing that, and that's literally like I wanna be in stadiums. You know, we had Wizkid do Tottenham Stadium the other day.
Headlining affirmations, bro.
Madison Garden. I wanna do that.
Yeah.
I wanna do that. I wanna be beyond that. So yeah, like because the thing about this, you know, in life is what if you don't dream big. Your dreams have to be big, so big that they scare you.
Yeah. You used to work in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
So in terms of the fact that you had a side hustle and you was also doing your hobby, what would you say to those that are like wanting to come up, wanting to become an artist, wanting to do something like you? What's the 3 things you would say that they need to know and need to stick by?
One thing I would say is that the first thing is to never lose yourself. I would say never lose yourself. Or be yourself. Like, because I'll just give you an example. People don't understand. As much as you have people that believe in your dreams, and you have your mind, you have your team, whatever. They don't see that finish line the way you see it.
Yeah.
They don't see that vision the way you see it. So
no one will.
Don't let anyone change it.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
You know how important that is to me.
Be yourself.
Please, come on.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Don't let anyone change
Guys,
it.
be yourself, yeah?
Yeah. The second thing is literally opportunity doesn't actually come to your doorstep.
No.
You have to be aggressive. And that's something that I learned in my later life. Yeah, I learned that in my later life.
To grab it by the balls.
You have to literally, you have to be aggressive, you have to be intentional, you have to literally go in people's face, network. That's how people are gonna see you. That's how you're gonna get discovered. That's how you're gonna even get like A&Rs or the deals that you want to get. If you're just at home and just hoping that you're not gonna move forward. And I think for me those are the two key things. And the third thing is to be prayerful. You have to always put God first in everything.
Yeah.
So, so those are the three things for me.
Thank you.
Wow. Damola, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yes, it has.
Honestly, I want to say congratulations on everything.
Yes, clap for you, boy.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Because you're going places.
Yeah,
honestly,
definitely.
I want to be sitting in the box when you're playing at the O2.
I'm telling you, VIP, even backstage. I'm coming backstage.
I'll have my hair blonde by then.
Yeah, joke.
Is there anything else that you want to shout out? Is there anything that you want to say thank you? Anything you want to say right now?
Yeah, I just want to say a big shout out to Damola. I want to say a big shout out to you, Flexy. A big shout out to you, Kemi, for providing this platform. This is amazing. One thing I do believe is that without media, the artists are not. They can only go as far because you guys are the ones like spreading that. You're the ones creating that platform, spreading that word, giving people what they want to hear and what they want to see. And that's for that I'm forever grateful. Secondly, I've got my new single dropping 27th of October, Ijoya. This is a banger. You're gonna love this. This is the new sound, Damola Davis sound. This is the new sound. This is new wave. Next year, dropping an EP. So I want you guys to hear this. This is for you guys, lovers of Damola Davis, those that don't know me. And thanks for having me here again. I appreciate you guys. On Bear Talks, big shout out to Bear Talks, big shout out to official TrillV. Let's go.